Hello, hello. Hi everyone. How is it going? Let's see how many people join this live. Hello. I see somebody joining. Did somebody join? If you have any question, somebody who joined, if you have any question, you can post it. Let's have a discussion. Hello. I see few people joining. If you have any questions, you can really post it here. In the meantime, let me just post it on my Facebook. Hi, I see two people joining. If you have any questions, let's discuss. We'll try and answer your question. Hello, Manu Sharma. How long does it take for PNP approval with job from Alberta? Hey Manoj, hi. Thank you for joining. The mandate for PNP is 6 months. So if you get a provincial nomination, after that, the mandate is to issue PR within 6 months, but at times it takes a bit longer also, and for many cases it happens earlier also. So yeah, so it's anywhere. I have heard people getting it in 2 months, and then I have heard people getting it in a year. So the range varies, but yeah, 6 months should be an average range, I would say. Was I able to answer your question, Manoj? Okay. Is there a question? Is there an option to come to Canada with PNP before express entry? Option to come to Canada with PNP? Yes. So there are options, Manoj. But the thing is that in that case, what you will have to do is you will have to get a job with something called a rural. Because if you're not already in Alberta, right? Then basically you have the option to get to through something called a rural renewal plan. So you will have to find a job with the rural community, and then you can try applying for PR through that. But Canada with PNP doesn't authorize you to come to Canada. Okay, I think what you are meaning is if you want to come to Canada before your PR, so then work permit is an option. So PNP is in itself not an authorization to work in Canada. Okay. So Manoj, if I was able to answer your question, consider putting a like on the stream, and I see few more people joining. Please put a like, Manoj, if you like my work. Hi, I see a few more people joining. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, Dhruv Patel is saying hello. Hello, Dhruv Patel. How are you? How are you doing, Dhruv? Right now, I'm on a PGWP status. Okay, Dhruv. Good. So, what's your question? Good to know. So what's the question? $15 Vancouver as cook and Alberta 9 months, but I feel or study as marketing manager basis and don't understand how to get easy weighing PNP. Are you already in Alberta? Dhruv? Okay, so if you're already in Alberta, then why don't you try AOS, Alberta Opportunity Stream? Because what will happen is, but I think under Alberta Opportunity Stream, you have your education, right? Education should be in the same field, right? I think that is the catch in education. Yes, yes. So you are saying that your field of work and your study doesn't match, right? That's the problem. Yeah, yeah. That's a problem with the PGWP scenario, Rove. So, but you have worked on like 15 months, but my field of yes, 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 yes. I know, Dhruv, what you're saying. So, have you created your Express Entry profile? First, tell me that. If you have created your Express Entry profile, then what is your score there? Because it's quite possible you don't need anything like because you already qualify for something called Canada Experience class. You already have a job offer, right? So, what is your score coming to? You have Canada education, so I think your score should be good. 378 because I'm married. But you can, but you can always add your spouse's education and everything. You can go higher if you add those details. Ravi Teja Medula. In my offer letter, it was mentioned job title automation tester, software test engineers. I think like if your employer is see, they will call Ravi. They will call your employer to see. You will have to get a letter from a current offer letter from your employer. Okay, in most of the cases they will be there. But if there is a difference in the designation and your employer is able to verify it by say verification or reference letters, then it's okay. Even for us, when we joined the job, the designation was different. But when we were given the offer letter, the 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 designation was different. So that is how we kind of managed. But then when they called the employer, they were able to satisfy the immigration officer with the response. So that is more important. Hey Nadisha. Hey Nadisha, from where are you? I saw you subscribe to my channel yesterday. Where are you from? Okay. So you got Alberta PNP means you got the nomination. Adisha, you got the nomination, you got the nomination certificate with the password and everything. No, you're in Calgary itself, okay? So you got the nomination, but you didn't get the 600 points in your Express Entry profile. That's what you mean? Yeah, I heard one more person in our WhatsApp group. Yeah, I heard one more person in our WhatsApp group having the same issue and they got it after a week or so. Are you in our WhatsApp group, Nadisha? If not, join our WhatsApp group. There is a WhatsApp group. So you go to any of my videos, you will see a link for a WhatsApp group. Just join that WhatsApp group. We have a lot of discussion going on over there. So that might help you. Hmm. And you are more than 14 days. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There are some technical issues. I heard that some cases are happening. So yeah. Um, try calling the IRCC. There is a web form also, but first confirm from your from Aaip that they have sent it, and then you can contact IRCC through either a web form. I think you already created a web form. If you have not gotten any response, then you create one more. I think you can create any number of web forms. So that is okay. Ravi, do they call employer or email them for background verification? So they do it both ways. Normally, if it is within Canada or US, they call. For me, they called. And if it is outside Canada or US, they normally just email. And people on the chat, if I'm able to answer your questions, consider putting a like. This helps the stream. I completed 12 months ago. Can I get Express entry PNP? See, Dhruv, Express entry in Alberta, right? If you want Express entry profile like the general Express entry in Alberta, the only thing is you cannot apply to it. You can wait for it. And if Alberta picks up your NOC, then you might get an invitation. But then it's a time consuming and a waiting game. So you can, like, if your question is, can I get an Express entry PNP? The answer is yes, but the long answer is that you will have to wait for the NOI to come through. So apart from a general Express entry, all other streams in Alberta have a mechanism where you can apply. So that is kind of a good thing, is as far as the other streams are concerned. So you are in Calgary, Dhruv, or you are in some other place. Check out rural renewable stream if that works for you. If the rural renewable streams works for you, it might be that it might just work out for you. In my channel, I have a video for the rural renewal scheme. Yeah, try that. Like there is no Canmore. Canmore is Canmore under rural thing? Let's see. Canmore. I don't see here, but Yeah. Just check the rural. Yeah, I know where Canmore is. It's on the way when we are going from Calgary to Banff. It's kind of on the foothills of Rockies. So I know that place, but check whether Canmore qualifies under the, but Canmore is not a participating, or it's not participating in rural program. Ah, that's a problem, Dhruv. Hmm. That's a problem. There are only four streams here in Alberta. There are only four streams for PNP. And is it possible for you to take a job in in uh, in something which is related to your education? Is that possible? Like, I'm sure, like, you're working as a cook, but your education is in marketing. Is it possible for you to take a job in marketing or something related to that? Maybe that might work for you if that is the case. Just a suggestion. I'm not sure if it's possible. I know many communities don't participate in this. There is a list of around 11 or 12 communities only that participate. But yeah, those participating communities are kind of helping out many candidates. I see few people joining more. If you have any questions, you can put it on the chat. I can try and answer that. Any other questions for people on the job? Dhruv, I'm not sure. Suppose I move to a Hilton town rural area and I got job offer. How long take PR application? Dhruv, first go through my go through my video on RRS, Rural Renewal Stream. You will see that if you, once you get a endorsement, right, you can directly apply to PR. So once you get an endorsement and a provincial nomination, you will directly get that particular PR. So the timeline is same for PNP PRs. It's still, the mandate is 6 months, but as I was telling in the chat earlier, it depends. It varies from stream to stream. Some stream take a bit longer. Some streams are very quick. Like for example, Tech Pathway is a stream which is very quick, and then the other and then some of the streams like AOS, Rural Renewal might take a bit longer. In my opinion, I'm not too sure about that, but still I would say that it's worth giving a try because you have nothing to lose. And is Hilton participating? Yeah, town of Hilton is participating. So yeah, you can probably have an advantage there. If you try that, you may get a endorsement from the EDO of the Hilton town. Yeah, why not? Let me see. Is the voice better now? I hope it's better now. Go ahead. Any more questions? Thanks, Dhruv. If you have not already, just put a like on the stream. It really helps us. If anybody else has a question, they can always ask. Is there a question? Not yet. If anybody has a question, feel free to put it on the chat. Let's all discuss that and understand and learn. Mostly, we will learn from each other's questions. Does anybody have any question? Is there a question from anybody? Let's see. Studio. Did somebody join? Is there a question?
Okay, so let me just thank you guys.